So this is a question I get asked pretty much every single recruiting event whenever we have new interns in the office. It's actually a question I ask myself, and if you are looking to go into public accounting, it's probably a question that you are exploring yourself right now. And as a disclaimer, this is really going to pertain strictly to the audit and tax service lines. I know this might be a little bit different for things like advisory, IFS, other things out there relating to the Big Four. But let's go ahead, let's talk about it. And the question is, do you need a master's to work at the Big Four? Again, specifically, do you need a master's to work in audit or tax? And I'm just gonna get right to it, and the answer is no. How do I know that? Well, the proof is I don't have one. And really, it just comes down to as simple as this. All the firms care about when you're gonna work in one of their accounting service lines, be it audit, tax, or even one of the accounting advisory lines, is that you get your 150 credits and you are eligible to have your CPA license. That's it. That's all that matters. They don't care if you do it by taking extra classes. If you get your master's, great. If you get your master's in accounting, fine. No one cares. All that matters is that you ultimately have the 150 credits, that you pass your CPA exams, and that you are CPA eligible. That's it. It's honestly as simple as that. So what I always tell people when they ask me oh, do you think I should go and get a master's in accounting? What do you think? I always tell them, and I'm not just saying this just for YouTube, this is actually what I tell people when I'm talking to them at recruiting events. I just told a few interns that we had a couple of weeks ago, I told them this exact thing. I said, honestly, don't waste the money. Don't get the master's degree. And if you're gonna get a master's degree, get it in something else more practical or in another area, like just general business management or finance or something else. The reason being, the master's in accounting is pretty much useless, that no one really cares about, right? Because at the end of the day, when you're taking your master's program for accounting, you've already learned everything you need to know in accounting in your undergrad. The master's level classes are just more theory based, and they really get you to think more critically about the different areas in accounting. So it's not like you're learning anything extremely valuable to the workplace aside from accounting, which you've already learned in accounting in undergrad, if that makes sense. I know that's a little bit redundant and weird, and to that point, everything that you learn in your master's program in accounting is going to be very theory based, right? Very academic. Whereas everything you learn on the job in the real world is going to be very practical and things that you can put to use. So I would argue that yes, the accounting in master's is great to help you learn and have a different view of things, but really you're going to get all the experience and knowledge you need simply in the job. And I guess if you really, really love accounting and you hardcore know that accounting is what you want to do for the rest of your life, go for it. Go ahead and get the master's in accounting. I personally think it's a waste of money, but if you want to leave the door open to explore other areas, I don't think the master's is necessary. I don't think it's worth it. My advice to people is to always either double major in undergrad and then just take a few extra classes, or just find a way to take extra classes online to reach that 150. A little bit of background of how I did it. So I actually went back to get a second bachelor's degree in accounting, and the reason why I did that was my first degree was not in business. So I had to take all the fundamentals. I had to take Intro to Finance, Accounting Principles 1 and 2. I had to take QMB, which I honestly forget what that even is at this point. I had to take statistics. But yeah, I had the option to take the fundamentals and then go straight to the master's. But when I did a cost-benefit analysis and I saw how much more expensive the master's program would be as opposed to just getting my undergraduate in accounting and then taking literally just 2 extra accounting classes here in the state of Florida is all I had to do to be eligible for my CPA license, it was a no-brainer. And I confirmed this by going to recruiting events, asking different people, asking different firms of their thoughts, and it was unanimous across the board. Everyone said, no, honestly, we don't care. All that matters is you get your 150 and you're eligible for the exam, you're eligible for your license. That's it. I'll never forget, even one of my teachers in one of my classes, I asked her husband's on the State Board of Accountancy here in Florida, and she told me, no, it's useless. If I had a daughter, if I had a son right now going through the program, I would tell them, don't get the master's in accounting. There's other things you can do if you're really set on getting a graduate level degree. So I hope that clears up any questions you might have as you're going through this process. I know it can be stressful of trying to stand out and qualify yourself as best as possible in order to get your foot in the door with a Big Four firm or any other big firm out there, because I know that's where a lot of you want to start your careers, and for good reason. It's a great springboard. It's a great place for you to learn a lot. I'm here to tell you that you do not need a master's. If someone believes I'm wrong, go ahead and correct me. Let me know in the comments. And also, again, okay, video's over, but now I just want to say, if you appreciate this video, go ahead and smash that like button. In the words of Graham Stephan, it really helps. I'm trying to grow this thing, and I would love to make more videos like this based around public accounting, working in the Big Four, as well as personal finance. So yeah, I hope everyone has a great day, and that'll do it. Wow, that was a nice and short video for once. I'm proud of myself.